What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Dee. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another video for you guys. Now, in this particular clip, this woman is saying that she's dating 3 different men because she's trying to get, it's impossible to get everything you want from one man.
Oh my God.
We're going to hop into the video. Listen, before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It is free to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, share and like the video, and turn on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new content or go live. All right, y'all. Let's get into the video. Here we go.
So currently at the moment, I am dating 3 different men. And when I say all of these men bring value into my life in different ways, I really urge other women to experiment and date different men at the same time. Now, they all have different purposes. One is an amazing provider. He literally provides everything that I need. If I call him up right now and say, hey, I need this, or my kids need this man is willing to jump to come help me. But the thing is, he kind of lacks my interest in adult time. So that's where my second one comes into play. When I say he is an amazing friend, he is the most amazing friend in this world. But the thing is, he's kind of lacking in the providing area, but he provides in ways that are very satisfying to me. When I say he is amazing when it comes down to adult times, yes, I keep him in the back of my pocket. Then we have the last one, which is my older man. He's the one that likes to wine and dine me. He takes me out. We do a lot of fun things together. All he asks is for me to spend time with him. And whenever he wants to go out, I go out with him. We do a lot of shopping. I help him with groceries. Like, there are just things that he said he feels lonely and I'm just there for companionship. We literally be sitting in his garden just talking. This man has taught me so many things. And he doesn't ask for much. And that's the beautiful thing about it. And ladies, when I say keep your options open, keep them open. Until one of them men get on their knees and they ask you to marry them, baby, date them all, because every man will bring out a different side of you. And yes, I will add on another man if another man comes around and brings value to my life.
All right.
Oh my God.
So I guess it's the new way of dating. You know what I mean? And this isn't new. Of course, there's nothing new under the sun. Like, I'm pretty sure there are women who are already out there doing that, but ask him how is it working out? Because one thing I've noticed, and I've seen stuff like this, it never lasts. It always falls apart at some point, to some capacity. It always falls apart. And so I'm like, listen, that's her life, girl. If that's what you want to do you. But I'm telling you, it always falls apart. And the thing, if none of these men are exclusive, so they're free to date other women as well and do what they want to do. Because I've seen something like this happen where one of the guys met somebody else that they were serious about for real, and they end up marrying them. And then the woman who would be in her position was pissed because she thought on her end she had it in the bag. Oh, I have heard several times women talk about, oh, get you several men because you can get everything that you want out of all of these men. Don't just settle for one, because because one man is not going to be enough. But this is the very thing that a lot of women would complain about if men did it. Men who are out here with different women, being satisfied by several different women, they push back against that. When I tell you, I really think women would have been complaining for years about the actions of men just because they wanted to take their place. I really do. I think women were just waiting for the opportunity to be like a man, to want to have the freedoms to do it too as well. Like to do what they're doing now, go out and sleep around and have a bunch of men. I think these women were jealous of the men because as soon as they got the opportunity, they're out here acting like the men, the very men that they've been complaining about for years. All these men are just cheaters. They're dogs. They don't never want to commit to one woman. They want their cake and eat it too. They want all these women. They want this. They want that. And now women are doing the exact same thing. Because I guarantee you put a man up here in the same position and say the exact same thing that she's saying. Oh my God, he gonna get canceled, criticized, and any and everything else they can do to him. Let a man come up here and say, you know what? I'm dating 3 women and all of them, fulfill me in some way. This one do this and that one do that. And I just get this from all of, boy, he gonna be criticized from left to right, from every angle possible. But women could get away with doing this, but it's this an okie dokiness because it doesn't benefit them. And I wonder, and I bet the men probably don't know about each other. Because my thing is this: if you're gonna do something like this, why don't you be open and honest with the men and let them know what you're doing? Because I guarantee you, if you did, then a lot of these men would leave her alone. They wouldn't fool with her, because I'm wondering if they're dating her, pursuing potential relationships or something further with her. But then don't you think when they find out, now if they don't know, they may know, I don't know, but if they don't know, don't you think when they find out, then they're gonna kind of like ease away from her? Because men are territorial. They don't want to think that the woman that they're pursuing is sharing, that she's being shared with other men. That's how men think. So the moment they realize that this woman is for the streets, because that's how they're gonna look at it, they're gonna leave her alone one by one. So to me, I think the only way you kind of think you're getting away with this is by secretly doing this. You're not telling these men. You're not open about what you're doing, because they wouldn't fool with you. And so, or they wouldn't pursue you seriously. If they like sleeping with you, yeah, they might do that, but they're not going to pursue you for anything further. You getting something out of them, and they're going to get something out of you. And then that's pretty much what it is. But marriage and all that stuff, that ain't coming from that. And most men wouldn't look at a woman who operates this way as marriage material. And I think women forget that. Women talk about, oh, these men won't commit. Of course they won't. If they see the type of woman that you are, men don't just propose and marry anything. Men look at a woman that they believe is suitable to be called a wife and to be called their wife. They don't just go out here and marry anybody. It takes a minute for men to look at you. Well, if they see that you are wife material, it don't take them long to commit. But if they're skeptical about you and your intentions and what you're doing and what you got going on, that's why they don't propose. To me, that's why a lot of men don't ask these women to marry them, because they know what you're about. And they don't see you as a wife. A man has to see you and value you as his wife to want to be, for you to be his wife. If he doesn't see you as wifey material, he don't value you in the things that you do, he's not going to commit. And of course, he's not going to tell you that. He's going to just play the role, the position that he's in. If y'all got a good friendship, or if y'all got cuddle buddies, if y'all, sex buddies or whatever, he's going to keep it there. He's going to entertain that and only that. He's not going to turn around and commit to you, because he knows you're not that type of woman. And that's not the type of woman he want to call his wife. So this won't be the first woman to do that. Many women have done that, and they have miserably failed at it. And a lot of times the men are the ones who usually find somebody that they're really serious about and move on. And the women usually get upset because they thought they had it in the bag. They thought that this man was just oblivious. A lot of times these men don't be oblivious to what you're doing. They just play your game because it's not that serious to them. And when they're ready to leave you alone, they'll leave you alone. And that's just it. And then a lot of women are confused by that. But because I think women are confused is because they don't know the nature of men. You don't really know how men operate. You think you do, but you don't. But once again, I just think it's one of those moves that I would say, please, I would, if this was my friend or somebody I knew personally, I would say, girl, please stop. It's not going to end well. This is not how you go about it. Find you a man that really like you and you like him, and y'all work on some things that ain't all the way there. Because I always tell people, listen, when you are in a relationship, you're not going to get everything that you want. You think that man is getting everything that he wants out of you? Probably not, because we are all flawed individuals. You're not going to get a perfect person that has, but that's the whole beauty of being in a relationship with somebody that you care about, is that y'all can work on them and you're happy to work on the things and make it better. Everybody walking around here thinking relationships and thinking men specifically, and some men think women supposed to be perfect. That is delusional to think that. No. And I think this is what keeps a lot of people stuck. It keeps a lot of people from growing and building with somebody, because you're looking for perfection when perfection doesn't exist, especially in the way that most people see it. And I just think that is holding a lot of people back, as opposed to finding somebody that you can relate to, somebody that you can love and they love you, and y'all working and building together, where you have something more substantial, where you create history with each other, you create these moments with each other, just so that as you grow, you can look back and say, hey, look where we came from. This is how we've grown to where we are. And it makes it even more special, in my opinion. But if you're sitting here thinking everybody is perfect and they're supposed to be perfect and you're not perfect yourself, and you think you need multiple men to establish what you think one man can't do, then does that go for the man too? What if you meet a man that really is into you, but he's like, oh, I want to be with you and I'll marry you, but you can't give me everything that I want. Can I have 3 more? I'm just saying, to come in and fill in for you. How would you feel about that? I don't think most women like that. See, it's okay for women to do, but it's not okay for the men to do. That's the one-sided narrative of it all. And I think this definitely holds a lot of women back. But listen, y'all let me know what y'all think. Maybe you see it differently. I would love to hear what you have to say about it. Make sure you chime in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe. Y'all know what it is. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.
Deedee's Reactions. Tell a friend, it's Deedee's Reactions. It's Deedee's Reactions. Deedee's Reactions. Later.